Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Colts going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This is Jalen Richard, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Carr. Looking deep for Crabtree. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw his car. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, the quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Luck. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, and hit them over the top.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Love. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Well, this is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. He can't get him down. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. throwing his car on third down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Carr to Crabtree. Good for a Raider first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run the counter now on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run here with Mason. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. First down now, but that clock rolling.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run again with Mason. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, it's Love. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done. From the gun, here's Love. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Back to the ground now, it's Henry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals. Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. A handoff as they run the counter play. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played. Yeah, and it created a big run.
Get down, get down. 180. Take 4. 6-18.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Locke. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Locke. Complete to Hilton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game. Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dorial Green-Beckham, 72 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd down following the run. On play action, now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd and 4.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you have people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Locke. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
That's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw out right, take it in by Patterson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Carr now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back now in the East Bay. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll run with Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Luck now on second down. Caught left side by Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now Mason. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Mason. And he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now they run. It's Mason. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On the counter, it's Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry, 28 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Walford's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Derek Rivers in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They begin with Henry. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again to Henry. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Mason, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's a high kick and hit pretty well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.